Well, to begin our Sunrise Smart Start, some breaking news overnight, and Spencerport fire crews battled an apartment fire on Caraway Lane just after midnight. Firefighters were there on the scene within minutes and were able to determine this fire was coming from a kitchen in one of the apartments. Everyone inside, including a mom and two kids, were able to make it out safely. Fire crews from North Greece and Hilton also were able to help out, and things were put out quickly. Rochester police say they're searching for suspects involved in a stolen car crash at school number 45. This happened around 7 o'clock yesterday morning, where the suspects were reportedly driving a stolen Kia van at high speeds, drove into the parking lot at the school and crashed into multiple parked cars. In total, we're told 8 vehicles were damaged after they hit into each other in a sort of domino effect. RPD says the suspects ran from the scene. Right now, we're told nobody was hurt, but we are asking for anybody with information about the crash. RPD urges you to call 911. Well, happening today, sentencing for an Ogden man accused of threatening to blow up the Monroe County Emergency Communications Department. 36-year-old Kyle Trim, identified by state police back in August. He was already in custody for an unrelated case when he made these threatening messages to the department. He was charged with making a terroristic threat and is due in court at 9:30. Well, checking in on your sunrise commute here at 6:50, our last traffic update for the show. A look at the west side shows things are finally starting to pick up here in terms of the number of cars out on the roadways. Our maps show things are still green, though, across 390, 490, and 590. No accidents to report to slow your way, and 104 in the thruway similarly looking good. Try to avoid all those bugs out there. Seems attracted to our camera. News 8, your local election headquarters. As we are continuing our coverage of the local primary races, we're looking ahead to the 137th Assembly District seat, as 2 Democrats want this job. The person who currently holds the title, Meeks, here on our screen, and also the man who wants to take it from him, Rochester City Council member Willie Lightfoot. The district covers all of Gates and Southwest Rochester, as well as a large part of downtown and the Northeast Quadrant. Lightfoot says he's running because he believes more money should be spent, that which is sent to us from Albany, and should be put in places in Rochester that need it.
We hear of a lot of money being brought to our community, but it doesn't seem to matriculate to certain neighborhoods. Certain neighborhoods seem to be consistently, historically disinvested into, and that's something that I want to change.
I've delivered in a number of ways. You know, when you talk about capital projects, we're sitting at one. You know, the Lincoln Branch Library, we secured over $1 million for this branch. We just recently announced the $8.1 million for the Baden Street settlement.
Well, remember, primary day is Tuesday, but early voting is already happening right now. If you want to get out to the polls, the winner here will face Republican Marcus Williams. A landmark bill regarding social media and kids is now the law in New York State, called the Stop Addictive Feeds Exploitation for Kids Act, or SAFE, SAFE. It makes it illegal for social media companies to use, quote, addictive feeds for users who are under the age of 18. That means no suggested posts will be allowed in kids' feeds, no notifications from midnight to 6 a.m. without parental consent. And there will also be new age verification tools set by the state attorney general. If social media platforms don't comply, the Attorney General can fine them up to $5,000 per violation and beyond. And in the meantime, local school board members from RCSD react to the new bill, as they say that they believe this is a step in the right direction.
The frontal lobe in the brain in a child is not developed until about the age of 26 years old. And so algorithms and information overload, all of the things that social media introduces to the minds of our children compromises them on some level. And we really don't even know the full impact at this point.
The hopes is that we get to a point where we can really provide for our young people adequate services for their mental health, because our young people have been asking for it, and we have to get there for them.
After the rules are finalized and take effect, social media companies will have 180 days to change those practices and comply with the new law. All right, well, I'm sure you're very excited for the start of this year's Rochester International Jazz Festival. Kicks off in just a few hours downtown. We've got a first look at your headliners. Ron Spitzer joining us live with a look at some of these talented. talented young musicians who are going to open up the night for us. Ron.
Yes, we're here with All In Brass Band, some of the members here. I'm curious, guys, is this the first time that you've played in this?
In this event, early in the morning, this is the first time I've played in this event, but I've been in the All In Brass Band for 4 years. So.
Okay, so a pro, this is just the first time here. And now, not to bring this up, but you seem to have a broken hand. How is it that you're going to play?
So the trombone, basically, I can hold it with this. I asked them to make it so I can hold the trombone on my cast.
Okay, and is this the first time you're playing as well?
No, I played last year in the Jazz Fest.
Very cool. And Alexis, we've spoken to you before, but are you excited for this? How excited? How long have you been practicing?
I'm so excited to be here. Yeah, and I joined from marching band. Mr. Allen, he helps with the Grease Blue Knights marching band. So that's kind of how I picked up with this. Probably started around like Christmas time. We did a lot of gigs before. So yeah, it's really exciting.
Okay, well, we're going to ask Tom here to give you guys another preview. Tom is the director of the All In Brass Band. Yeah, there you go. We got some playing going on.
I think Tom says he wants us to keep playing.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
says, Ron,
He's like, Ron, we'll take it from here.
You know about the Jazz Fest. We're going to just play some music.
I like it. You know what? Again, such talented kids to open up the night, and even breaking with a broken hand and still going to play.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Look at that. The show must go on, quite literally.
Exactly. That's great to see. So many great high school bands showing off there, as well as the super talented as well. So great to see that. Penn Yan 69, South Bristol at 70 to start off this morning. Honey Falls in the mid-60s. Only low 80s for this afternoon, so noticeably cooler, good amount of sunshine there as well, and yes, a few showers and thunderstorms popping up later this afternoon. Let's keep an eye to the sky for that. Best chance for that in the Finger Lakes. Talking about the weekend, isolated showers and thunderstorms for your Saturday. Mid-80s there, better chance for storms on Sunday, and both days are warm, above average, but manageable. A lot of dry time mixed in there as well, especially as we go into next week.
I love to see it, especially those scattered for Saturday, James. That's my day that I'm going to try to get out to Jazz Fest.
There you go. Cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing the end of your week here with News 8 at Sunrise. Next update in 30 minutes, and CBS Mornings is up next. Have a wonderful day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.